Heavy.com here. We're talking with Jaime Murray. Jaime, is this your first Comic-Con, and how are you enjoying the experience?
I'm pretty new to the experience. I actually came last year for Defiance, but we hadn't aired yet. So we had buildings and banners and sides of buses everywhere, but nobody had actually seen the show. So this year is a different phenomenon. I'm expected to see a few people dressed up as my character walking around.
And you're here promoting Fright Night 2 as well as Defiance. Can you tell me a little bit about Fright Night 2 and your character and just the shooting and everything for it?
It was such an exciting franchise to be a part of. It's the story of the vampire next door, and it could happen to anybody. And it's a really great marriage of comedy and horror, and it's really hard to do that, because you want it to be scary. But you don't want it, you also want those comedic elements, but you want them to be funny, but not so funny that you're not truly scared in the scary bits. So I think Fright Night has really kind of got that down, and that was really fun to play with.
And you've done a few like horror movies and kind of a villain on Dexter. What draws you to these darker roles?
Well, they're very complex characters. They're very much they're strong women to play. Not necessarily the best mental state, but they don't think that they're bad, and they are definitely standalone characters. They're not windows into the psyche of the male hero. They are, individuals in their own right. And I am quite interested in those darker sides of the human psyche. And I'm interested in portraying, not just, the beautiful, seductive or sweet parts of the female psyche, but also those uglier elements too.
And congrats on Defiance being picked up for a second season. Can you tell us anything about the shooting and the writing, how it's going along, and when we can kind of look forward to it?
Well, we go back to shoot the second season next week, actually, and we shoot until Christmas. And I'm really excited about it. I really am so happy with what we achieved with the first season. But it's a really big world to set up. You've got 7 alien species to introduce. They all have their own societies and customs and ways about them, which make them integrate with each other and humans in a very interesting and peculiar way. And I think that we really enjoyed introducing that in the first season, along with all the kind of mysteries and stories along the way. But we've now created that world, and the audience loved it. And now in the second season, we get to turn that on its head and destroy it.
And being on such a popular sci-fi show, have you had any strange fan interactions or any crazy fans that have just, kind of really grasped onto the show and your character?
Well, I have fans who send me pictures of them dressed up as my character. And, my character has mauve eyes, lilac eyes, and white hair and white skin, and they really do a great job. I mean, they're very creative and talented people. They often do this thing called gifts or shipping, and they do a lot of shipping of my characters. And they're, I play some quite kick-ass characters, so there's kind of like these little moments of me doing these funny things kind of repeated over and over. So that's super fun to see. I have had a few tattoos of some of my characters on people's arms. I had a girl in England had her name in my language, Castathan, tattooed onto her forearm. So she's pretty loyal. She actually did that before the first season aired. So that is a loyal and committed fan right there.
And going back to Fright Night 2, when can we expect to see this? Is it wrapped and ready to go?
It's locked, it's wrapped, it's ready to go. We have filmed the making of as well, and it's all ready to air on Halloween, which is a good a night as any to show premiere this sort of film.
Thank you so much, Jaime.
Thanks for having me. What do you want me to do? A shout out to Heavy?
Oh, Yeah, that'd be great.
What do you call it? Heavy.com?
Heavy.com.
Okay.
Yeah, you're watching Heavy.com. That'd be great.
Hello, this is Jaime Murray from Fright Night 2, and you are watching Heavy.com.
Perfect. Thank you so much.